Hello everyone, my name is Anshuman. So we are going to start this 12th standard with this current electricity chapter. Okay, so we already learned some of the basics things in current electricity in 11th standard. You all know about Ohm's law, what is register code, what is EMF in a circuit, uh, registers in series, registers in parallel, cells in series and cells in parallel. All these things you have learned. Okay, so for 12th, basically the chapter includes some of the laws to measure the current in a complex electrical circuit, to measure voltage in a complex electrical circuit, and some of the methods to determine unknown resistance of a body, and that body can be anything. Or then we have to learn what is potentiometer. Potentiometer is nothing but a device of which voltage changes with respect to change in length of wire. Then we have to see the method to determine unknown EMF or EMF of unknown cells, unknown EMF of cells, and we have also method to determine internal resistance of cell. What is voltmeter? What is ammeter? All we have to learn in this chapter current electricity of 12th. So let's start with today's session. So today we are just going to cover this laws part. So we have one of these two laws, Kirchhoff's law. Okay, so before going towards Kirchhoff's law, we have some terminology. What is junction, what is loop, and what is branch. So what is written here? Junction is a point in electrical circuit where two or more conductors are joined together is a junction. So let's see a circuit as it is given here only. So this is an electrical circuit, or we can say electrical network. So let's see what are the junctions. So as it is written here, it is a point where two or more conductors are joined together. So as per my understanding, what is junction? Or it should be like that a junction is a path, junction is a point in electrical circuit where minimum three paths are must be connected. So this point is not a junction, as this path is a single path only. It is just shaped like this way, or this point. So this point A is a junction. As you can see that here this branch and this branch is connected, or three paths are connected. The point B is also a junction. Okay, because this path is connected. The path in electrical circuit is called as a branch, or we will learn basically what is the definition of branch. And a branch in is any part of network that lies between any two junction. So in this electrical circuit we have two junction A and junction B. So let's see how many branches are there. As definition says, branch is the path between two junctions. So between A and B, how many paths are there between A and B? This one path, the another is path is this left hand side path, and another path is this right hand side path. So total there are three branches in this electrical network. Okay, two junction A and B and three branches. Okay, and the another remaining terminology is what? Loop. What is loop? Any closed conducting path in electrical network is called as a loop, or the another name is loop for maze. Remember this name, maze. Okay, so in this electrical circuit, how many loops are there? Any closed path. The closed path can be of any shape. We most of time we get confused with the word name loop. We all most of time we see that loop is a circular, but it is not like that. Loop can be of rectangular shape, can be a square, can be of any shape. the main condition is that the path should be closed, because current will flow always in a closed circuit or closed path. If the circuit is open, current will not flow. Okay, as we already logically know. Okay, so how many loops are here? Here there are three loops. You can say that this is one loop. You can name here as this point A, capital A, or just let us name as a P, Q, R, S. Okay, so here is one of these loops. This is the one loop. Okay, and another loop is this, and the bigger loop is this one. Let us see a circuit. It is given on the next page for loop understanding. So this is in electrical circuit, you can see here. So here are how many junctions are here? Here two junction B and F. How many branch is here? B, three branches: BF branch, BAGF branch, and BCDF branch. Okay, branch is a path. Okay, so three branches. How many loops are here? Three loops. So how you name loop? So you can start from, for example, starting from here A, current can go current, not current, we can move from A to B, B to F, F to G, G to A. So loop's name should be like it should start from that point and end also on that point. So the loop one name is A B F G A, or you can also name it like a AGFBA. Clockwise or anti-clockwise, it depends upon you. So first loop name is what? ABFGA or AGFBA. The another loop name is BCDFB or BFDCB. Okay, and the third loop is biggest loop. The loop name will be like ABCDFGA or AGFDCBA. So these three loops. So in this electrical circuit we have two junctions, three branches, and three loops. I hope you understand these loops, junction, and branch. Just remember one thing: for junction there must be a minimum three path connected to a point, then only that point will be a junction. Let's move toward the first law of Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff's first law is also called as current law or junction law. Okay, junction law is because here all this law is stated in by considering the junction. Just remember these two other names also, because in exam or board exam most of the time asks the question like state, give the statement of Kirchhoff's current law or junction law. Okay, so most of time students get confused whether we have to write Kirchhoff's second law or first law. Just remember these other two names also. Okay, so statement says that the algebraic sum of currents at a junction is zero in electrical network. In any electrical network means it can be any electrical circuit. So mathematically it is shown summation of currents equal to zero. Current I1, current I starts from n and end on n, or there are n current where I is the current in the ith conductor at a junction having n conductor. So this is an electrical circuit. This is a junction in electrical circuit where total six paths are connected, and along six paths some of currents moving toward junction, some of currents moving away from the junction. So the meaning of this statement will be explained as, so there is a sign convention that current flowing toward the junction is considered as a positive, current flowing away from the junction is considered as negative. So as per sign convention, current I1, I3, I4 are flowing toward junction, and these currents are considered as a positive. Current I2, I6, I5 are moving away from the junction, hence they will be considered as a negative. So what law say that is the sum of all these current is equal to 0. So here it is written sum of all currents with their sign as per sign convention. So I already said current I1, I3 and I4 are positive. So they are written with positive sign. Current I2, I5 and I6 are with negative sign. Okay. Okay. So in exam, if the question asks explain Kirchhoff's first law with explanation, so just write down this statement. So this mathematical part is also, and then explain sign convention in short. Draw diagram like this. Always you can yeah, draw the currents direction depending upon you. It depends on you. Okay, so some of the currents moving toward junction and some of the currents flowing away from the junction. No need to by heart all these things. This is a simple thing. Okay, just apply, consider any junction, directly write down applying Kirchhoff's first law at junction P as sign convention you have mentioned in short, or write down the currents which are considered as positive negative as it is written here also. Okay, so just show up to here. If you can show uh, like just put these minus currents on right hand side, and from this equation you can also state that I1, I3, I4 are currents flowing toward junction, I2, I5 and I6 are current flowing away from the junction. So the Kirchhoff's first law can be stated or can be stated in another way also. The total current flowing toward the junction, total as it is we are adding these currents toward junction is equal to total current flowing away from the junction. Okay, so in board the question minimum mark question asks for this Kirchhoff's first law is 1 mark. Give the statement. So for statement just write the statement with this mathematical expression or this whole highlighted part. Okay, no need to explain all these things. If it is asked for state and explain Kirchhoff's first law, then give the statement, explain with an example. Write down the sign convention in short form. Okay, I will recommend for toppers they should also write this part is also. Okay, so here you can see that currents are flowing toward the junction is equal to current flowing away from the junction. So as we know that current is rate of flow of charge, so charge flowing toward a junction is equal to charge flowing away from the junction. So this law follows law of conservation of charge. Just remember that this law follows law of conservation of charge, as charges moving toward the junction is equal to charges moving away from the junction by this equation. Okay, so this is the 1 mark MCQ question asked in board exam. Kirchhoff's first law or Kirchhoff's current law or Kirchhoff's junction law is in accordance with law of conservation of charge. Accordance with means it follows law of conservation of charge. Okay, let's move to next page. So this is a one problem based on Kirchhoff's first law. So what is this? Figure shows currents in a part of electrical circuit. Find the current X. So this is an electrical circuit. Uh, this is a some section of electrical circuit. Electrical circuit is always a closed path. So here there are two junction B. This is junction B, junction C, and this junction here. Okay, I think it is not mentioned here D as it is a new book. Some of the mistakes will be there. So this point name is junction D. This is a junction B, this is a junction C, and this is junction D. Because minimum three paths are connected here. So these points will be junction. So this is the current I1 is 17 ampere. Okay, from this 17 ampere you can see that 3 ampere goes away. Then how much current will be this? 17 minus 3, how much? 14 ampere. Then this 40 ampere move forward, and this current from different path is coming toward junction. Then this I3 current, that which is 14 ampere, will be uh, added with this 2 ampere. This I5 current will become how much? 14 plus 2, 16 ampere. Then along, as this point is also junction name as a D, so at junction D, and this current I5 is how much? 16 ampere. And at junction D, one of the path current is going away from the junction, so we have to minus the from the total. So it, how much it is? 16 minus 9, how much will be this? 16 minus 9, how much will be this? This will be a 7 ampere. Okay, as it is going away from the junction. Okay, hope you have understood this problem. Okay, so most of time such type of questions asked in our city exam or net exam also. So there will be a more than 3 or 4 junctions given. Okay, so what we have learned in this so far, we have learned started with Kirchhoff's laws. We have learned the terminology junction, loop, branch. Then we have covered Kirchhoff's first law. Okay, related sign convention, statement, explanation. And just one MCQ question asked in our board exam is that Kirchhoff's first law follows law of conservation of charge, or it is in accordance with law of conservation of charge. We just understand this problem also. Okay, we will cover Kirchhoff's voltage law in next video, as it will require more explanation. It is a 3 marks questions maximum. Okay, thank you for that.